Don't quote us on that, you effing idiot.
Let's get started in like 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fucking podcast. Today, I have a special guest. One of we're kind of friends, right?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay, you can like bring it up to it.
We're friends.
Yeah, like we've been friends through your sister.
Yeah.
So we knew each other about like what 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay, well, my special friend, and I'm very excited to have her on here. Her name, just your Instagram name.
Josie Crocker.
Yeah, Josie Crocker.
Mm-hmm.
She is a Kalamazoo influencer.
Micro influencer.
Micro influencer. She's trying to.
We're building it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, I just did it. I just really fucked it up with the intro, but.
No, it's okay. I think it's more personal.
Yeah, okay. But if you want to introduce yourself to the whole pod, and just like kind of like give like a little brief about yourself, and we can get into some of the topics.
Okay, well, you need to reopen that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I know. It's
fine.
It's fine.
Okay, so I'm Josie. Do I look this way or
You can look at me. You can look at the camera. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm Josie Crocker, and I just go by Josie. But I'm a senior at Western Michigan, and I'm born and raised in Kalamazoo. And I kind of just do like social media, like TikTok. I just hit like 10K on Instagram, so I'm just kind of like building my way up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. I just saw that. I was hanging out with Tyrell for a little bit last night, and I did see some of your Instagram pictures. And what was it? I saw that you just got to 10,000. Mm-hmm. Like, and how long did that take you to get?
Like a day ago.
A day? You got 10,000 a day?
No, but it happened a day ago. It took all my life to
really
get there.
All my life
until like a month ago. I only had 4,000, 5,000.
Really?
And
you actually been really grinding. I've been seeing your like work out there.
I try, man.
You know?
But I like reels. I only have done TikToks, and then randomly I was like, let me post reels. Like, let me try that, and then all of a sudden it's like 10K.
Yeah.
You know? So it's fun.
That's dope. Yeah. No. I mean, I had in high school. I had like 2,000, almost 3,000 followers, and then I just had to reset because it was like a whole brand that wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel sometimes.
Yeah, so I was like, that brand wasn't me. And then the older I got, I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm trying to do the same things that you're trying to do. Like, like
TikTok has helped a lot.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
How many followers and stuff you have on TikTok?
70,000.
Jesus Christ.
I know, which is crazy because for the longest time, so I had 25,000, and then a year and a half, 2 years ago, my account got deleted. Like, permanently deleted, no explanation, wouldn't let me download any of my information, just completely poof. So I had to like completely restart from zero, and like I lost all my mutuals, all my like videos, whatever. But it was okay because I started that TikTok with my first ever girlfriend.
Okay.
So we got.
Oh, that was like I remember talking to you about that. Yeah. Like you were just like, I hate bitches.
No, literally, women are my biggest. It's bad.
I know. Yeah.
But like we blew up. We got like 10K together on this account, and then we just kind of kept building. Then we broke up. I turned it into mine because she never did anything.
Yeah.
No offense, but she never did anything. So I was like, I don't really care.
You want to shout her out?
Mine. Hell no.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm actually.
I'm just fucking with you. I know it was a tough one for you because I just remember you just like you were just God. Like no.
That one was. Man, there's been two. There's been one. That one was like my 3 in year one, and then the other one I just recently went through was I got cheated on.
Girls cheat on girls?
Cheated on in a long distance relationship. So think about it. I'm driving, like. I drove 20 plus hours for her one way one time.
Damn.
And then after all that, it's just, so I definitely had to take a step back from dating women or dating anyone because I don't date men. But yeah, so that's how I started on TikTok, like putting my relationship out there. I still actually have a couples account up with her because I can't get it deleted.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's going to haunt you for the rest of your life.
And there's a YouTube up. So. And it's like baby me. I'm like 17.
Yeah. Do you want to get into like it is Pride Month, and then that's one of the biggest reasons why I also want, because Josie from the 4 years, she's very interesting, just like her sister. I want to get her sister on here with both of them.
Abby's not as interesting.
Nah, Abby's pretty interesting. Abby's like literally like a guy in the girl's body.
I know, it's like so funny because I'm the gay one out of me and my
and you're like the
sister.
most feminine.
I know.
You're like the most feminine out of your sisters.
Isn't that weird how that turned out?
Yeah, Abby's just like, she's just like swinging.
She's like
fucking,
a tomboy.
Yeah, she like just like swings like a like a little. I saw her out. It was like a video. Like
she does some weird shit.
No, like it was like she had like a hose and she just like whipped it around like it was like dick or something.
That sounds like my sister.
Yeah, no. So it's. So
I think
fun.
she likes titties more than me, honestly. I'm just kidding. I think that she just definitely is more. Both my sisters are more like they want to get their hands dirty.
Yeah,
they want to just. They don't care about like all the nails and all that. And I'm like very very girly.
You're definitely very.
But I'm
girly,
fully gay, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, no, that's very because I remember meeting you and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because no one can tell.
Yeah, but that's dope. Yeah. So like, how would like being like? Did you come from like a conservative family, like, or kind of open minded, or is kind of in the?
I honestly didn't know until I came out. Like I knew my mom wasn't really like huge into church or God or whatever, but my dad was. Okay. So there was kind of like but we never talked about it. My grandma's very spiritual, so I figured she was pretty open, but she's also very religious, so I didn't know. But my dad's side of the family is very, very religious. Oh. And then my mom's side is very country and Republican, which they all know this.
So that's like that's like, it's like, I understand exactly what you're going through with that shit because I always been liberal since I was like young. Like I didn't know what that was. Like I always had that mindset, a very open mindset and stuff like that. But it is like a really tough thing to be.
I just had no idea.
To be different.
What to do.
Yeah, it's not like you chose to be in like a like everybody's not like you and you're the like kind of the weird one, but you're like, fuck, I'm weird. Like
and then like you're so abnormal, but at the same time it's like before I told anyone, it kind of felt like I was Hannah Montana, like I was living these two lives. Like I would get in my room. I remember during COVID, I would get in my bedroom, close the door, and all of a sudden a whole different my life would change because I would be talking to a girl on the phone. And then as soon as I left my room, I just put on this facade like, okay, I like men, they like me, like I'm just single right now, like all this stuff that I just like, it was a complete, I couldn't even tell anyone. And then my parents, I never got the vibe they would judge me, but both my sisters weren't even like anything close to gay. So I was like, I don't really know because they're older than me, but they never really had boyfriends. So I was like, I don't really know how my parents are even going to handle me dating. So eventually like, the girl I was with, we started dating and she was like, you know, you need to come out to your parents if you want to date. And I'm like, okay, like, let me just do it. So I told my mom and she was just like shocked, like didn't say anything, but she didn't have to. The silence was so loud. So she said nothing, but then 2 weeks later, she was like, I accept you, like, whatever you want to do. And then my dad immediately was like, I was crying when I told him. He was like, you didn't even have to tell me. Like, whatever you want to do is perfect. Like, be who you want to be.
Like,
so.
I met him.
A real man. Yeah.
Abby took me and Kylie out for her birthday, I think a year ago.
Yeah.
And she's like, I really want you guys to meet your dad. And she was so excited just to see Abby, like super excited. And he was a pretty cool guy. He was funny.
Yeah.
He told me a joke and I thought it was the funniest thing. It was like the most dad joke about the chicken with one leg or something like that.
I don't even know, but I've heard plenty of those.
The chicken with one leg. It was so bad.
He's so... like it's so crazy because seeing what your parents like talk to other people, you can kind of see who they really are outside of being your parent. And both my parents are great at like putting on that, like they're just really nice to people.
Yeah, they're good. Like it's like a
code switching, but not code switching.
Yeah, it's like my therapist talked about it. Like it's like you put a mask. So like when I go to work, I'm like, okay, just business.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not
and
making
then at
friends.
home, you're not even.
Yeah, at home, I'm just me.
Yeah. So it's just nice to see my dad, like, because he actually acts that way with us. Too.
Yeah, so
it's very cool.
That's I think that's especially like for your situation because like me being in the art field and stuff and I'd been in the art field for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like schools and stuff and just being around like different like people that are gay, trans, and all that stuff. It actually opened up my mind because like I kind of in the same way I kind of lived a double life a little bit because I'm not gay or no, but like just like
this is coming out.
No, because like it was like back in 2011 and like I had friends that were just like weird and just, like stuff like that, and I was into art, but I hid that for the longest time
because you didn't want to be judged.
Yeah, like because like my family, like my mom and dad, they knew that I was an artist. Like I always listened to music. watching like all this stuff. Always just super into it, and then like. The town that I was a part of is like country, and like it basically you get married, you work at a factory for 30 years, retired, like just like it's stuff like that. But I was like, I knew I was different because I was like, I don't really fit in that because I'm like because I liked fashion. I always like knew like what was cool and like music.
You're hip to like what's going on.
Yeah, and then it was just like I would like wear things and then people would comment because they just wear like basic Walmart clothes
and they don't know how
and then
to dress.
they don't know how to dress and they just look at me, they're like, whoa, what is that?
Think outside the box.
Yeah, it always made me feel bad. So like
no, that's actually funny because I actually can relate more to that with like more of my family's career choices. So my dad's a lawyer, his brother's a lawyer, my grandpa was a lawyer, my cousins are lawyers or in law school, but my mom's side, my mom's an engineer. Both my sisters are engineers, and I don't fit in either side.
You have a really smart.
And guess what? I don't want to do either of those.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't like school. And I'm in social work, so like I've always had this huge thing of like helping people. You know, I'm very talkative, very outgoing. I just want to get to know people, help people. And my sisters are just, they'd rather have their heads in a book.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I still don't really fit into either side, but I make my own category.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's part, like, you definitely, I do see, like, when I, like, see your like your work and stuff like that, I definitely see, like, that creator mindset.
Yeah.
You know, and those are, like, rare people because, like, you know what it's like to be this person, that person, or know how to be a different person, like.
And now I think it's amazing, but when I was younger,
yeah,
I was
you just like what is going on?
I'm like, I'm not good at math. I'm not good at writing. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, you know what? I don't know what I want to do, but it doesn't matter right now because I'm doing what I want to do.
You want to, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, yeah, like the fact that you got 10,000 followers and you really are grinding. Like the people that don't understand, that's why like I brought it on some of like my my rap group. Well, it's not a rap group, but it's more like an entertainment group. We do all types of music, and that's our thing.
Yeah.
And just seeing like I know like the hard work because doing this podcast and like producing it, doing all that stuff by myself is like hard work. But like to the outside world, it's like all you just do is just take pictures of yourself and walk around, and like they don't know because it's like they will have the audacity to talk shit.
Oh,
I always encourage people. It's like, okay, start making music, make a beat.
Yeah.
Make a beat. Make a good like video, make a good podcast because everyone's like, they have the words to tell me, but I was like, what are you doing? They're not brave enough to do it
at all, and they don't even want to like. They'd rather not do it at all than try. And I feel like I can relate to that specifically because I actually just did 2 photo shoots in the last week with Tyrell, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're just photos, they're videos, whatever, but you have to get to the location, you have to dress, you have to get makeup on, you have to figure out how you want it to look, you have to be there for an hour or two, you have to set up, you got to make sure you trust the photographer, then you have to do it all. It takes a couple hours, and then you're finally done, you're exhausted, and then you don't even get the photos or videos for a few days, or a week, or 2 weeks, and I try to do at least like a photo shoot a week, but it's insane.
You have to like definitely like that's what I'm doing right now. It's like stacking up a bunch of podcasts and then kind of releasing them so I can, because I think I've been off for like a couple weeks, but
hey, sometimes you need a little.
Yeah, it's just I just been busy, dude. Like just doing everything, working with the music group and all that stuff. But yeah, no, like that. I just want people to hear because this is just an up and coming podcast, and people that that judge people like us, and then actually hearing like, oh wow, because when I went out to the Lib for a little bit to hang out with some friends, and then there was this dude that comes up to me, he's like, and I was talking to him, and I was like, he was surprised that I worked. I was like, yeah, I fucking work. I work 40 plus hours a week. Right. Plus, on top of that, come home, make a beat, work out, take care of my big ass dog.
Big ass baby. Yeah. Hey, I can relate to that too.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm actually like what we're doing is actually insane because we're putting in probably almost 100 hours a week.
Yeah, I mean, I make like at least 10 TikToks a day. I do photo shoots at least twice a week. I post on Instagram at least twice on my main, and then, you know, TikToks and all that, and then I go live, and, you know, my agency's like, you have to post on your like main feed at least 3 times a week, and I'm like, that means like 3 photo shoots a week.
Yeah.
That's like, you can't just post like random shit on your main feed. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot. And then I also take care of my grandma full time.
Yeah.
And I'm in
no,
school.
I did see that. Like that was like one of the things I really liked about you is like how close you are to your grandma. Like she seems like she really just gets you. And
yeah.
like,
She's like, it's like one of those things that I never envisioned myself like being 22 in college taking care of my grandma, but also like who else would do it? And also there's no place I'd rather be.
Yeah.
Like
you seem like I see like I really like obviously in our like world like you can see who's kind of fake and like who's just doing it, but the fact that like that part of you is like wow, this is so sweet, like, and plus you have a really sweet family anyway.
Yeah.
Like, so
no,
but,
I'm very fortunate, especially because like I look at it like it's like everyone's like your grandma should be so appreciative, like it's so expensive to have a caretaker, like to hire someone it's so expensive, and I'm like I'm the lucky one. I get to sit here and learn stuff from this woman that's lived, you know, she's 89 years old.
Wow, yeah.
Who else am I going to learn, you know, and she's just such a loving spiritual being. And I think that's just like the time I'll never regret ever spending with her. So, I mean, it's a lot. You know, I go there every day from like 11 to 4, 11 to 3. You know, you got to stop over when she doesn't feel good, you know, whatever. But it's worth it.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. That's crazy. But yeah, no, that's amazing. That's really amazing. I just wanted to let you know. I don't know if anybody ever commented on that.
Yeah.
I always like when I like really interested in somebody coming on the pod, I would like stalk their stuff and kind of like take mental notes of like what they're trying to portray or like what like kind of get an idea of who they are. But plus I already knew you for.
I mean, you have to though, because you gotta kind of see what you're getting yourself.
Yeah,
into.
and plus like you're always a fun person to be around. So I was like, okay, perfect, because some people that never like kind of been like you're doing really great right now.
Oh,
like you're doing like this is really good. Like we're I don't know, we're flowing right now.
Yeah, we're chilling. Yeah.
So. But yeah, you just being in front of the camera and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, like she's perfect. She's perfect.
I just like, I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? There's nothing that could harm me from doing this. And I also am somebody who like, I want to get myself out there because I feel like, you know, as I've gotten more following, I've done more like explicit filming or like bikinis, and everyone just assumes something. They're like, oh, like just another one of those girls or whatever. And it's like, no, like I actually I'm a person behind all this. You know, it's not just the look of it.
No, because like I agree with you on that, because I mean like most of my personality is actually just me. Like when I like post stuff on my private stories and stuff like that, like that's really just me on a daily. Like some
You're
people
just
like
real.
some people like think like like they see that like, well, obviously I'm out of college right now, but like they see like just my friends and stuff like that, and they just think like I just don't work, obviously, which is stupid. But I was like, I do work. I just have fun people around me. And I was like, if you went back from when I was like in 5th grade, like 1st grade, like I was always having friends, just doing crazy shit. Like I felt like I grew up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Because I was like doing crazy shit, like going. We used to go camping up north, like
so
4th of July, and then we always play pickup basketball games, and we just got like the whole like town basically to know me and my brother, and like they were super excited. They're always like.
Those memories are the best.
Yeah, it was just like at that early age, I just didn't know how, like, you know how like you felt kind of out of place and like, what am I supposed to do with my life? And like you were born with like a natural skill. Yeah. Because like you have making friends and like knowing how to like have fun with people, you know what I'm saying? Like just having fun with people, like that's just like that's actually a skill that like these people that get like super rich and like just, you know, like they just work, and then like they get at the end of their life and they don't really have, like they don't know how to make friends.
No, for like,
so they like, so a lot, like, believe it or not, but there's people that like want to hang out with me because they're like, because they did that.
And you're actually a person.
Yeah,
like,
and then they're like, how, like, and I just always like just free, like I don't really like, I claim my friends and stuff, but like I don't like I don't want that person to be friends with them because they might take them away. But I'm like,
you don't close yourself off.
Yeah, I'm like,
you want everyone to be.
Yeah. It's like you might not like some of my friends. Like some of my friends are crazy. Like but
my sister's a little crazy.
Yeah, she's.
But she's a acquired.
No, yeah, she's awesome.
We're all acquired here. My sisters and I are very, you know, either you fuck with us or you don't.
Yeah, no.
But I'm actually definitely like you. I appreciate you like noticing that, because I feel like that is something that people don't really look at as like a skill or like a quality. They're just like, oh, like you're just being regular. But it's something that we are born with, and not everyone can do it. Like people can't just go out and film themselves. Like I film myself in front of public people and I don't give, like I was in a bikini, in a long bikini in a car wash 2 days ago. So many people just waiting in line to use the car wash. Tyrell's like, no, we got to go. They're waiting. And I'm like, we're paying.
Yeah.
We're paying to use this water.
Yeah.
Just because we're taking photos doesn't mean shit. Like I'm going to sit here and I don't care if they see my ass.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Like
Right.
I'm paying.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, that's like one of the things, like, especially like in art, is like what our teachers taught us is like you have to do that embarrassing thing. I think one of my art teachers back at Jackson College, he was like just to get that don't give a fuck meter and just like just be yourself, because like when you get to that like level, like you don't care and you're just
don't be scared.
You're freely yourself. Like you know how many like people you inspire, like you know, like you don't know it, but like you like actually like really just trying to be you and like unapologetically you. Like people will talk shit and bring you down, but it's because they're trapped in their world. They wish they could like freely express themselves like how you
without caring. I feel like that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, I get so much hate, like, oh, I'm assumed to be this or that, but like it took so much to be able to not give a fuck. But I would say like a huge reason to why I do it is because, you know, every night I check my DMs and there's at least 10 messages a night just saying, thank you for being so confident in being gay and being femme presenting, because there's not a lot of people. Well, when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of people that were like really feminine and just fully gay that I could be like, oh my God, you know? And so I have people saying like, oh my God, it's so amazing how like girly you are and you're so proud and confident and it's just such a nice thing to see, and you're out in front of your family and friends and you rock it. And I'm like, that's why I do it, because I want to be someone people can look up to. Or people ask me, how do you come out? How, like, they just ask me for advice on being gay, and it's like just like I always take the time to respond, because it's just something that like I went through and I had no help, you know, no guidance, nobody. Like I knew nobody that was gay when I came out, not one person.
No, we kind of live in like those areas where it's like, oh, that's so fucking weird, or like, or just like
it's either one way or the other. There's no like in between.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of the only lesbians I know on campus. Obviously there are so many lesbians, I just don't know them.
Yeah, you just have to go to you have to tap into the art, like the art. There's a bunch.
And the thing is too, I don't go out on campus anymore because, so I've been traveling a lot. I love to travel, but most of my friends are from TikTok. So every month I go to a different state to hang out with my friends.
That's actually so cool. Like that's so cool. Like, you know, like I wish I had that freedom right now. But maybe 4 years or 5 years or maybe in a year, like I'll get this.
It's
thing
possible.
going.
I mean, the reason what's cool is when I go see my TikTok friends, we collaborate on TikTok and we do things that, like I was just in Connecticut, saw my best friend Dominique. She has like 500,000 on TikTok.
Wow.
My best friend Lexi has also 70K on TikTok. She's in Nashville. We go and we make content, film, we hang out. We just have real life girl experiences that we wish we could have had when we were 21. I know I'm 22, but she's like 26. So it's nice to be able to go and like just have fun.
Yeah,
and
no, that's so important too. Like that's like the thing that no one understands. Like when you do art, or like just do what we're doing, like we're having fun because that like fuels our like creativity. Like I can't have like a boring life. Ever. Like I have to have like I'm just always just gonna be a fun person because like it fuels my creativity. I get inspired by like just like the random moments, like hey, let's go to this random bar, like and like you know what I'm saying.
And then
with your like crazy friends that are just outgoing, and then you meet some random person, or like you just have weird conversations and get the kind of like get a better idea of the world, and just like. You know, like I have so many fucking stories, bro. Like so many stories because like I was like there was a point like I was like so scared because like I was like going out and then people just like judge, oh, you just don't do anything. But I was like, bro, I work my ass off. Like I try to.
I hear that. That's okay. Honestly, I hear that all the time when I used to go out here. But honestly, it was because when we go out, it's the same people that are out every time we go out.
Yeah.
So it's like, how are you going to say that when you're here too? You know, and it's also like, we can't have some fun after we do shit all day.
Bro,
like,
exactly. Like, that's like my time because I was like, bro, I'm literally in my head. I got other personal things that I have to take care of. Like I come home, I'm working out, I'm taking care of my dog and trying to get him healthier. I'm making music. I'm like right now I'm like drawing like little things for like my clothing design, stuff like that. So it's like just going out with my friends and just having that like release, just like, yeah, this is my life. And plus like being social too is like, bro, like a lot of people were like, how did you get all these friends, or how can I like,
you have to go out.
Yeah, like you have to, like people are scared to go out. Like you don't have to get blackout drunk to go out.
You don't even have to drink.
Yeah,
sometimes
like,
I would go out and even
drink. Like bro, like half of my friends and half of the people I know and like great conversations came from me working at the GOAT and working at the bars, like bouncing and stuff like that. And I got to meet cool people, have amazing conversations with people, build some like relationships, and like because of that, like I'm more ahead. Like I just turned 28, but like I think I'm more ahead than a lot of these people that kind of just stopped. They're like, okay, college is it now,
and you're content. It's not like, see, we dibble and dabble in all these different things, but these other people, no hate to them, they work one thing, they pour everything into one thing, and then they don't even have time to go out, because they're drained. And it's like, I don't want to be that. And no hate to people who have to do that, because I don't hate on that. I just think I would rather do a million things. Like right now, for example, my mom's running like a dog treat company, and she's making like dog bandanas, and I've been like helping her out. So I've been like making sales through my Instagram, like having people slide up and say they want something. So today I shipped out like 3 orders for her.
That's awesome.
Doing it on the side completely. But then tomorrow I'm running her like thing at the farmer's market from 5 a.m. to 1, because she's kind of needs a break. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm taking care of my grandma after. Then I do school. Then I have a life. Like, it's so much more fun. It's a lot, but it's way more fun to be able to be social. And
and I also this is kind of off topic but kind of on topic to like what we're supposed to be discussing, whatever. But I'm actually very happy that you're on this podcast, because so my demographic, so we had an episode 7, go check it out, guys. Like my podcast is kind of like a mixture of like Caller Daddy and like Joe Rogan. It's like, ooh, you get like my like just me and my boys, or just random people, and then it kind of fell off because of Poe. Like she doesn't do it no more. So and then the women demographics kind of plummeted after one. But I was like, I guess I'm gonna say it on this podcast, but basically I just want to have it open to like anybody that wants to talk, and I'm not gonna discriminate anybody. Obviously, I'm gonna check your vibes out, because
to make sure you're real.
To make sure you're real, and also like not just to come out here and just like, like kind of like, I'm not like against like religion, but like just people that's like just trying to tell me. But I said, but this is my podcast though.
Trying
it's
to
like,
convince you.
Yeah, it's like, but I also have friends that are religious and like, they can express themselves and stuff like that. But I was like, just to kind of like come in and just take over and be like, actually, this is what. No, like I don't deal with that shit. And I just pick the people I really know.
That's not the point of it.
Yeah, that can have a conversation. Yeah. And that's literally what this is like us having a conversation and then just kind of like inspiring people, and like, and especially like the women demographic, I'm trying to get that back up too, because I want them to be a part just as the guys, because I want it both to be like a space, not like.
Oh, we'll get it going. Yeah, we'll get it going.
Have you seen like what have you seen like the blue pill shit? Like I was heavy into that like when I was like in 7th grade, not like 7th grade, but like mid high school and stuff. Like after I got my heart broken, but that space to me is actually so like damaging. To like especially men, because this is basically like a men hate group. But like also like on the flip side, women do the same thing. But I want it to be like, we're not hating. I know it. We talk shit about everybody.
I actually it's like funny, because being a lesbian, I actually don't even really have an opinion on men. Like nothing bad. It wasn't like a situation like, oh, I'm gay because I don't like men. It has nothing to do with men. My sexuality has nothing to do with men at all. So I honestly, like, I get those questions a lot. Like, oh my God, why do you hate men? Oh my God, what is the thing with men?
None.
Why are men so awful? And I'm like,
your sister hates men.
Yeah, okay. Well, valid.
Yeah, no, bro, I've heard, like, bro, knowing her for like 6 years, bro. Yeah, she has I seen some shit, bro.
Both my sisters are definitely like very protective of themselves. And I feel like I'm more like kind of throw myself into things, but after getting my heart broken like 4 times now, I'm definitely like very like
cautious.
Oh my God.
Yes, cautious, bro.
And people use the fuck out of givers and empaths, and I'm both. And I'm like, I'm such a giver. Like the girl, I talked to a girl last summer for like 3 months we talked, or 6 months total, but I thought she wanted to date me, all this, whatever. I got her AirPod Maxes. I got her all these like flowers every time she came home from practice. I drove 8 hours to see her, drove 13 hours to see her family, like did all this stuff. But what did she do for me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
and so I think I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm actually getting to know someone right now. And it's been very much like, remove all the bling bling from it, remove the money, remove the gifts. Let's just
just try to get
cohabitate.
Try to like get to know each other and stuff, like
without all the
because like I think honestly that's a trauma response.
I do it because
you know what I'm saying, because I used to do that, and
I want to be good enough, and so I do all this stuff where I'm like, they're gonna want that, they're not gonna let me go because I also want to take care of people.
Like especially like being 28 and like bro, like dude, I've probably got my heart broken so many fucking times. So like more than 4 times. But there's a situation that I'm going through right now. But it's like trying to like when I like get involved with like a woman or something like that, I'm like just straight up, I'm like, I don't want like you to like do anything for me because I'm just trying to like fill you out, like I'm like, because like I used to like do that too, just like just give all my heart, my whole attention. But it's like if I play it cautious, it just means like I don't, because I'm a lover at the end of the day. So it's like I would jump to it, but it's like, but I know like every time I jumped to something and like rushed something and was like all about it, or like kind of being like basically
you get hyper
basically clingy, like I scare them away, like I get blocked
or overwhelms them, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. For the first time, my therapist was like, why don't you get to know somebody without trying to prove yourself or trying to
just like hang out, like because like I was literally thinking about this today, like at work. I was like, the fact that like, don't get me started on like I kind of like hate like the concept of like relationships, but like hear me out. But like no, like but like the thing about relationships is like everybody, like, because we grew up like watching these love movies, and it's just like, this is what a relationship is. This is like the perfect relationship. And stuff like that. But I was like, think about, because like I was reading this philosophy book, and it really opened my eyes, because I was like so deep into like what is love, like what actually is love, and no one really knows what it is. And like it's something that is just like whatever. But basically like what I was trying to say, like the whole thing about like relationships, I just want people to like to know and like kind of think about the people like that are like your platonic friends, the ones that like bring you so much joy
that you do nothing for.
You do nothing for,
and
you
they
just
come around you.
You just show up, like you might give them a little thing there, but you have this like love, like without this like label thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like,
and all the hard combos and all the like the, oh my god, what are we, like we're fighting lies, like no.
Because like I mean I've argued with my friends and stuff, but that's it. It's like
it's not like a crying, oh my god,
it's like, and then like it's like we just forget how to do, like, because like when you're with like these people that you really love, like your friends, like you love them, like that's real love, like, you know, and that love is not talked about. But I was like, just use the same thing that you did with your friends, because you didn't go up to your best friend and be like, hey, we're gonna be best friends, and this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, you got to do this, I don't like this, I don't like that, and this gives me the ick. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, that's my best friend. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? You never like you didn't judge your friend in that way, and honestly, that's the most purest love. Like if you look at your friends and like your if you are close to your like family, whatever, like, but that's like the purest love. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was like, why don't we change the idea of like switching, like using the friendship like method into like those like a romantic, use that, because I feel like that's probably way better. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
especially girl on girl, it's a lot easier too, like because it already is a best friend dynamic. Like women that I've dated that are like, for example, femme for femme. I'm talking to a femme right now. I'm femme. Yeah,
you can explain that, because like some of my
so like okay, so basically like I don't really like, I talk to masculine women, studs, masks, and feminine women. So like right now I'm talking to a feminine woman, and I'm feminine, so we call it like femme for femme. And so basically like it's so cool, because the getting to know each other process we talk about doing each other's makeup and hair and getting our nails done, matching outfits, all stuff that I'd love to do with my best friend, right? But then it gets even deeper and deeper, and then like it forms into something. And I think also like a big misconception is, you know, love should feel like a roller coaster. Love should feel like you're on top of the world. But honestly, that's lust.
Yeah.
And love really is going to be that piece that holds you down at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's not going to be that excitement.
It's like, yes, no, exactly. It's like, because like, yeah, exactly. No, that you just really hit that on the head. That was amazing. Yeah.
Hey, I study this shit.
Yeah,
no, I talk about this in therapy every week.
It's no, dude, that's so real because like, it's like all the like people I really like deeply love, like to this, like my friends, like I like love them, and it's at peace. Like I mean, there's times like we have our fucking moments because we spend.
No, but they're that peace you can see, and that those people that just make you feel everything's okay.
Yeah, like everything's okay, and like.
And the minute your relationship doesn't feel like that, maybe it's not the right relationship for you to be in. Because I honestly think if somebody is taking away from you or stressing you out, then what is the point? Like, honestly, I don't really have a lot of friends. I would say I have like 3 solid friends.
That's all you need.
And then my sisters. But honestly, getting older, my 2 sisters have turned into my best friends. Like, Abby and I, we don't talk every day. We're not like always hanging out. But she has turned into like somebody that I know is not going anywhere. Like
yeah, no,
Abby
it's like yeah, because like
there.
I was like trying to explain to this person that I was like I was like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like because we just put this label on things like, oh, what are we, like, that stuff is, it's just, we put on unnecessary pressure. And it's just like, I'm like, what? Like, we it's going to develop in something. Just be patient with it. Like, things are like,
the old me used to do that. The old me would be like, oh my God.
I think that that's just something that you grow, like, something you grow into, you know what I'm saying? Like, something that you have to learn. You have to learn because, like I at first like I used to be like, well, I was like popular like in this high school and just whatever. Like I always had a lot of friends, and then when I got out of high school, like that stage where you kind of like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
I'm in that right now.
And then I used that like, oh, I used to have friends. Like I got like an ego trip for a second, and then there was times like I wasn't taking care of myself mentally in my mental health and like everything like that.
Well, no one teaches you how, really.
Yeah, no. So I wasn't taking care of myself, and then like my closest friends were kind of like not inviting me to parties anymore. They're like, oh, you get too drunk, no, like yeah, you know, like then just people stop falling out.
It's a big shift.
And then I was like for like a couple of years, like I was so lonely, but like that moment in my life, like I actually sat down and reevaluated. I was like, yeah, you know what? I need to take care of my mental health. Like, because some people can't handle that, and like most of that stuff is on me.
That's actually kind of where I'm at right now. Like I don't go out. I travel to see a friend every once in a while, but honestly, like it's me solo dolo. I'm with my grandma. That's it. Like
and you're basically how I look at it, because like that space, like when I didn't have like friends and people were inviting me places, it just like made me reevaluate my life. And yeah, same with you. Like that's a good space to be in. It feels like you're not going anywhere and like it's not gonna happen, but like the universe has this way of like blessing you, like, oh, you figured it out, let's go.
I feel like the quality of my life is a lot better now that I'm not always around people who I don't even know if really care about me. Like I used to just go out with these people that have been my friends for 4 or 5 years, all through college. You know, these people that I was like, these are my new family, these are my people. At the end of the day, it didn't really turn out like that. Yeah. So where I'm at is just kind of like go with the flow. A lot of my people I talk to are online. I actually only do long distance relationships. So the girl I'm talking to,
I have so many questions about the long distance relationship. Like, how the fuck does that even fucking work, bro?
So all the girls that I have dated in the past couple years since my high school relationship I've met on TikTok.
Yeah, no, like
which is very weird, but then like you starts there and it kind of just like turns into something you don't even really expect. Like for example, the girl I'm talking to now, we were mutuals, which means we follow each other for a long time, and then all of a sudden like a random conversation started in DMs, and all of a sudden like we have each other's numbers, and then we're texting, and then all of a sudden now we're talking. Yeah. So it's like a very natural thing of like series of events, but also like I'm very picky with my women because yes, I don't want to sit there and like be like, hey, we're talking, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I also want to be with someone with similar morals as me. Like, I think that if I'm getting to know you, talking to you every day, communicating with you, And if you're talking to other people, then I'm not really interested because I'm giving you all my time. I could talk to other people too.
Yeah.
I could get anybody.
Yeah, see, I'm guilty of that sometimes. Yeah.
But that's also has to be communicated. Like in the early stages, like just texting or maybe calling once in a while, that's fine. Like you don't owe them anything. But once it becomes like, hey, like, are you talking to other people? Should I be talking to other people? That's when you got to lock in and be like, hey, do I want this or do I want to keep fucking around?
Yeah, no, that's like, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
I'm not gonna air my business out. But long story short, I know exactly what you mean. Because I thought I hung around with like dudes and stuff that always had like all that, and I thought that's what I wanted. But like, and then now I'm like kind of reevaluating my life. Like, is that really what I want? I mean, and to those people, like sometimes that just works for some people, just like that have like things like that. And if like my thing is like you have to be really open, like right off the like what you said, like this is who I am. This is kind of like my life, you know.
And that's why I actually like talking to feminine women. No hate to masculine women or men, but we're a little bit more easy to talk about our emotions. I feel like we're just a little bit more forward. I feel like for the first time, the girl I'm talking to now has actually we've been very clear and crystal with each other, and it's been very just fun. There's been no fighting, no arguing, no negativity, and I've always had negativity and arguing with women. So it's like whoa, like someone's normal, like you're normal, like you're not crazy. So I'm a very big loyal person though, so I feel like social media can ruin a lot of that because like
that's true.
But I'm very careful. I don't do any of that shit.
Going to that's actually a really good thing that you just brought up. Like as a man, like it's the thing about me is because like I feel like I'm like you, like my closest friends, they know like I'll give anything because I was like looking at my life, I was like the people that are in my circle that just show up to my house regularly, like they know like I have like and plus like I knew I had that, but I was just giving away to like, and then just like not getting it back, but like
but you didn't care, you just wanted to give it.
That's how and then like now like me, especially like now, like well, the last 4 years I got a really good therapist.
Oh, and me too, man.
Yeah, he's my dog. He's my dog. And but the thing about him was like I like to like some like if a like girl wants to get like close to me, whatever. Like I'm very like closed off and like not gonna show my like lover boy side because it's more of like a defense mechanism. Because like
I was just talking about that today.
Because it's like. I really know what I'm capable of. I was like, just look at my life, look at my friends, look at when I go out, and then the love that I get.
And you know you. So
yeah,
you know
and I was like, obviously I'm capable of being a lover. But like when it's like a situation where it's like that person doesn't know what the fuck they're trying to do, it's like I'm not gonna dive into something like that, and then like I'm not gonna get caught up in my emotions.
Well,
or,
okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I don't know. Like some people like handle like love because like I've been single for like 8 years.
I've been single for like 2 years.
You see, like I've been single for a long time.
But honestly, I will say, so there's a little difference with how I do things. I say I'm very similar. Like at first, I'm like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Like I don't really know. But when I see a woman that I like, I'm going to get that.
Okay.
I'm going to get that and it's going to be mine. And I don't give a fuck and we're going to date. That's how I feel. And if I don't have that feeling about a woman, then I don't even try. But when I see somebody and I'm like, I want you, and they start giving it back, I'm like, you know what? We're married. Like, wait, not really. But like, we're going to get married because we match.
Yeah, you guys love it.
And that's been very rare. But honestly, like, if I see it, I want it, I'm gonna get it.
Okay, actually, so like to my male listeners and like people that aren't really familiar with like the LGBT like community, and especially like women hitting on women, how do you women go about hitting on each other? Like I like that to me is always curious because like I know how like funny. Me and our as guys like we like come up with strategies or like you know what I'm saying. Like I just want to like know, is it different? Is it kind of
very different?
Or is this kind of the same way like how guys like approach women?
Well, I'm no better than a man. Let me tell you that right now.
Oh really? Oh, no, so I was saying.
But honestly, I will say like so being a woman, obviously men, you guys are the prize too, you know, but I look at myself as the prize as well. Like, yes, this woman, I'm going to apply pressure. I'm going to try to get her, but I'm the prize also. So I can't do too much because, hey, I'm a prize. You're a prize. We got to both kind of meet each other halfway here.
Yeah.
So in the past, I just would send like a little DM, or I would like some posts or whatever. But recently I've been a lot more like just straightforward. So like the girl I'm talking to now, I actually just said, are you into femmes or masks? Because she's fully feminine. I was like, I don't know. And then when she responded, it started a conversation. And then boom, 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 boom. We're about to meet in 2 weeks. So it's just like, it's just crazy. Like it just goes from, I guess it's the same, only it's a little less slick. Like it's more like,
it's like straightforward. It's not like, it's like
women. Some women don't though. See, I'm just kind of more of an open gay woman, but a lot of women are kind of more standoffish. Some women are no better than a man, and they'll just be like, you fine as fuck. Right. Now I'm not someone who's like, oh, you fine as fuck, let me get that number. I'm more like, hey, like, do you like women too? Or do you like this? Or where are you from? Or how old are you? Because honestly, we got to know the age first.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah.
We got to know the age.
Yeah,
we got to know the location. Because if you're outside the United States, I'm not doing it.
Right.
And then we got to know if you're single. So those are kind of like some good conversation starters. Or I notice like they'll follow me, I'll follow them, then they DM me, and then I'll respond. Something like that. So it's very chill. But in person, like if I'm gonna try to hit on a woman in person, my strategy is this. It's very funny. I'll bring my friends and I closer to the girl I think is cute, and I'll just talk really loud about how gay I am. And then if she catches on, normally the woman that hears it will start to approach me a lot at night, like during that night, and they'll just like be on me. But if they don't, then they're not into women.
Right.
And it actually is really successful. I've had some very successful experiences at the
dude, you be getting some bad bitches. Like, you be getting some bad
and they all are awful people. But actually, it's amazing lessons. But it's very funny because even though I am feminine, I'm definitely like a gentleman inside. So like I'm very, like I know how to cater to a woman. Like I could treat a woman as good as you can, if not better. And not even because I was tall or because I was brought up like that, because I know what I would want. And also there's a bare minimum, there's above and beyond, and there's a whole bunch of different levels.
For sure, yeah.
I think that like, you know, bare minimum is communication, respect, loyalty, honesty, boom. Then a little bit above is going out of your way for them, doing gestures, you know, prioritizing them. Women just really want to be prioritized.
See, yeah, no, I feel that.
It's not about the money. Some women are like that. They want the bling bling, whatever. But the women I've been with, they just want you to learn them, and they want to be prioritized. And then honestly, they just want reciprocation.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. Yeah. But I actually have a question for you, because like you're a pretty wise person.
Okay.
What happens like if you're like for example, you like you're very like you do a lot, like you move a lot, you work a lot, you take a lot of photo shoots, you're TikTok
always on the run.
Yeah. So the fact that like do you explain to the women you're trying to talk to, like...
Oh, that's a good question. I've actually encountered this recently. I'm picking up what you're saying.
Do you, like, tell them, like, hey, like, I'm a go-getter, I'm an ambitious person, but when I make time for you, I'm making time for you, and, like, it's not like I'm ignoring you if I don't answer your calls right away. Is that like, a respectful thing to say? Because I, like, believe it or not, like, I'm a go-getter. Like
I'm a go-getter. Yeah.
Like I'm podcasting, making music. I'm doing everything, working with the group, like being director, all that stuff. And that's just like, it kind of keeps my brain out of trouble, like not being so depressed and stuff. But like, do you think it takes a special woman or a man or whatever to be with a person like that? Because I do see a lot of high achievers, like, for example, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is, like, one of the best. Yeah. But his relationship wasn't, obviously, like, the best. Well, he got divorced and stuff like that. Yeah. But to me, like, there's a part of me, like, kind of being on Tom Brady's side about the whole thing is, like, well, Tom Brady's just an example, but like a man that's a high achiever and the woman says, like, I want a house on the lake, I want this and that, and I love a man that like goes and gets it and he's working hard, but then when they're in the reality, they're like, oh, I don't think I really want that.
So there are,
because you know what I'm saying? Because like that kind of pissed me off, because I'm always straight up for like, hey, I really like, I'm really out here like I'm really out here like trying to get it. And it's like, for like, who does it fall on, you think, in that situation? Because the women like, oh, like, yeah, he's gonna give me that, but like this dude's a machine. Like people that are high, like there's women too that I really like. Alex Cooper is a machine too. Like she really did inspire me. like seeing like being with a high achieving person, I feel like it would take a special person to be with that person and really understand.
Especially understanding. I feel like
because like all these like people that we see like have like relationships and stuff, like
you don't even see the relationship.
The partners have to like understand like this person is a high achieving person and that's his crack.
This is what you're signing up for. That's his cocaine.
Too. Yeah. So it's like you know like or like, and this is not like a slam to anybody, but like I feel like the women that say that, like they're not really in touch with the reality, or men or whatever. They're not really touching the reality of like what they have to do. So basically, like in a way, like it's like I don't know. It's just that I don't know. Like I just feel like I don't know.
Well, there are two ways that I approach that when I actually meet somebody, because I would say I'm a go-getter as well. I would say that I think it's on both people. I don't think it's on one or the other, because
I mean, obviously, like try to make time for like like make special times and then like whatever, and like block out time, especially like if that person's gonna be part of your life for sure. Like I understand that.
But in the beginning, I feel like it's a whole different concept, because when I meet women, they have either been traumatized, cheated on, they don't trust anybody. So my biggest thing in the first couple months is I'm very open. I'm very much like, you can tell I'm taking you serious, because if you call me, I'll answer. Because honestly, for me personally, in my situation, there is not 1 minute in a day, unless I'm sleeping, that I won't answer the phone. Even if I'm busy, I can pick up the phone, right? Yeah. So that's kind of how I begin to earn their trust. Even though I'm running all over, they can at least see like, hey, she answers my calls. Yeah. You know, she texts me back, she communicates with me. Yeah. And then once they start to see that your actions match your words, and then they start to like kind of support you, I feel like it kind of transitions into like a,
so that's like the biggest thing, is somebody like really just supports you and like this is they
gotta take a second, understand that you're not playing them, lying to them, you're just busy. And then once they see that, they need to support you. And then from then on, I think personally, I prefer to be with a woman who's a grinder herself.
See, that's me too, because it's because like I like to like spend time or whatever, but like to me it's like I feel like I'm behind, but I'm really not behind. It's just like things are just not going my way right now, but I'm working. But
you'll get back on it.
Yeah, but like it's just like I'd rather be with like a person, like because like there was this one dude that was like hanging out with me, and then he didn't realize how hard I really be grinding, because like
nobody realized.
Because like us, like we look like, oh, we're just having fun, and then like we just don't really do shit. And then like I was like, okay, step in my world for like a day. And then you're like, holy fuck, bro. Like that.
And it's the energy. It's like, oh my god, like
like they're like, oh, so you're not like, because you don't answer me, oh, you're not talking to other girls or whatever, or you're doing
but that's why the beginning is so important, because once you earn that trust, and it might take a couple months, but why do you think I do long distance? Because listen, I don't get behind. When I plan months in advance to see the woman, or a month in advance, I put aside the time, I take the time off, whether it's a weekend or a week, and then I give them all my attention. Then I come back, and the other 3 weeks or 2 a month where I'm home, I grind. And they gotta understand, and honestly, if they don't, but I did my part on showing you, hey, it's not about me being disloyal or too busy for you. It's about me, I'll answer when you call. Might not be able to talk to you, but I can answer. I can show you what I'm doing. The girl I walked in on the phone with, she's just on the phone while I'm doing all these crazy things, and she sees that I'm not lying or I'm not talking.
See, like that's what I like. They're like, especially that's a really good point that you said that, because like you like kind of like showing that person like, oh fuck, that person really doing that, because there's people like that had like roommates and stuff that really didn't understand who I was, and like I thought I told them, but then it got to a point where I was like,
it sounds like a lie a little bit.
It does, like, because like there's times like back at home, people are like, oh, when are you come home? I was like, whenever I can, bro. Like I'm really out here. Like I got like this crazy new fucking job. And this job is fucking it's crazy. It's wild.
But they don't understand. Even if like you could say, like I've been on the other end of it. I've been with hoopers. I've been with athletes, and they tell me like, oh, I have lift, I have practice, I have this, and I'm just like, okay, it's not really about your schedule. It's about when you're gonna fit me in. So me personally, being on the other end of it, I've decided I can't be with an athlete anymore, because honestly, most of them that I've been with do not prioritize me. And they're too busy, but it's not about that. Now being on the other end of it, it's about communication, and letting them see what you do to be able to support you.
I think that's a big thing too. But like also, there's a part of me with that, like that statement is like that I kind of like I agree, but like I'm tired. Like I always was like the biggest over explainer. Like,
oh my God,
like,
me too.
Like,
Fuck
like,
that.
Yeah, because like there's some people like, oh, he's just probably out drinking.
But then we sound like we're lying even more.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is what I be doing.
But guess what? That's why you show action.
Yeah,
that's literally why.
No, but like to me, I got to the point where it was like, actually, there's like some relatives that I really don't fuck with, like, and I'm gonna be open.
Hey, we all got some of those,
dude. Like, and I don't want to be like, because I know they talking shit, like a lot. I just know the people
I got
that
some
are talking
homophobics
shit.
on my side. Okay?
Yeah, I got some people that are just talking shit, like they don't know me.
Yeah,
they don't know me. I said, there's times I was like, when the last time we actually had a full conversation where I can express myself, no matter what? Like, fuck.
Do you even know what I'm doing?
Yeah,
do you even know me?
It's like you don't,
and you
like,
judge me.
You're just judging me because you see like what my highlight reel of my like 4 hours when I go out, like whatever. Like I post that because on the crazy thing, like people watch my shit and it's actually fucking insane to me that like people like I be getting like 1,000. Almost 2,000 views on my shit, and I'm like, I started doing that as a joke, and then I'm like, wow, this kind of helped me build like an audience or whatever.
But honestly, but that's how I feel when I post in bikinis. Like, it's like, oh, you're easy, you're a whore, you're this, you're that. You show your body, you don't care about yourself. Actually, none of that is true.
Yeah.
Nobody touches this, sweetie.
Yeah, and plus like, especially like I had a new class in Western, and it really opened up my eyes. Like I always was like very like when it came to like sexuality and like
very natural
like human
art,
and stuff like that. It was like it's just like I said, that's just a human body. It's just how it was just marketed. You know what I'm saying? Like because like it's like a this is a bad way to explain it, but like a hamburger from McDonald's, like you see that bitch, like it looks
it's
so
advertised
good.
This way,
yeah, but like in reality, it's
just
like,
a burger.
It's just a regular burger, just a burger,
and you don't even know.
Like we're all burgers.
You don't even know it.
We're all just regular burgers.
No, literally, I literally will not get over the slander I get for how I dress. It's like, dude.
Yeah, see, like I'm very like, cause like especially being like a black man. And like with like mental health issues and being black and like I was like raised with like white people, like there's also like there's more things to it too, you know. That's also if like not harder to be around white people when you don't. And like the stigmatism of like I had to be a certain way. Like I'm not.
I hate that. That's like you talk white, you act white.
Yeah. It's
what
just
are you talking about? Everyone is just who they are. It doesn't matter.
Right, yeah, and just I don't know, but like going back to like the like sexuality and stuff like that, but like just like expressing yourself, like because like in the arts, like it's just like about expressing yourself. When you express yourself, doesn't mean if it's right or like people, especially in American culture, they just want to be good or bad.
There's no right or wrong.
Good or evil, but when you express yourself and you're just expressing yourself to the world, like that's the most beautiful thing. Like how you ever express it, like that's how you dress or how you
dress is how I
like and how like you feel like confident or like you love yourself or I mean you know what I'm saying, like there's some I mean sometimes I dress more masculine, sometimes I dress more feminine, and it has nothing to do with if I'm a top or bottom in bed. It has nothing to do with what I do. It's how I feel and if I'm comfortable. And honestly, like I'm about to make a post that it's gonna be a little bit sexual in a bikini and has nothing to do with me. Yeah, and that's like the and the thing to me is like the fact I think is all propaganda and stuff like that, because I feel like especially us as creators, like especially like the rap community, they're the scapegoats and like the not just models and like OnlyFans models and like things like that, like in like just like people that do
influencers
and stuff like that, they're the scapegoats. But like and then if you take a step back, like that's just entertainment or like just how like whatever, that's just whatever, that's what it is. But I was like, take a step back and realize what the fuck is going on, like in Israel, what's going on in Gaza. Like, I mean, I don't know
much
about
right now.
Raids and like I was like the things that really fucking matter. Like it's like in the fact that you're gonna like comment on somebody's like, oh, you're a whore and blah blah blah. And
you take the time to comment that, but you can't go donate or try to spread some awareness on what the fuck is going on right now.
Yeah, no, like that. It's like you're like the least, like we're like the least problems. Like when I express myself in my art, like there's some stuff that I've expressed as pretty demonic or like whatever. Like it's just like just a way.
Or like they don't like I'm gay. It's like a
it's like oh,
like what about the ICE raids right now?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you have the time to tell me like
yeah, it's like you have the time to care about what like P Diddy did. Like, oh, everybody's on that, but it's like, guess what? Like, we're like like America's like sending fucking rockets and selling guns.
It's because
like,
they think their opinion is gonna matter.
I was like that shit matters way more than somebody in a bikini or like expressing themselves in that way. Like that's like the tiniest thing, but I was like, to the world's problem. That has nothing to do why the world is the way it is. The world is the way it is. Sorry, not get political. It's because the people in office. That's that's them.
They have all the control. They don't. Yeah. We don't really.
Yeah.
What do we do, vote?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Ooh, I saw this really good documentary. You know Marilyn Manson, right? You have to check him out. I really like him. But there was like this one of my friends put me on too. It's called Bowling for Columbine, and it was talking about like this was made.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's so.
I'm very interested in.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. Like that was made like at the end of this documentary. Like my boy was like, that was made in like 19 like.
Oh yeah,
I think before 9/11 or something like that. But he's like, this was made, and then it was the same issues, like the like gun control and stuff like that. I believe like,
over and over and over again.
Yeah, and then like it didn't explain like all the stuff, and it was like, okay, like yeah, like that incident was tragic incident that happened to those kids, whatever. But like then this guy was like kind of flipping, like, hey, did you not see that America just sent like rockets into like this village right here, and they thought like this guy was like the one, I mean, killed a bunch of children, like this whole thing, like I mean like. I understand like the Gaza and stuff like that, and like I'm not on both any side. Like I don't really.
You don't really have enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like we've been doing that. We've been doing.
And the only thing is, people
like it's like
aren't aware.
it's like we've been doing that. It's like so it's like it's like this. Yeah.
But people aren't aware because people don't blow those things up. You know?
No, because they want to make America look like. Like I mean, I fuck with America. Like America did a lot of great things, but there was like a lot of things that I had to do for myself to get like where.
I don't know what we're doing right now, but yeah, I mean,
like like there's some
overall,
aspects.
I'm very grateful.
Yeah, there's some aspects. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm very fortunate and privileged, and I recognize that. I just think that like even me, like I definitely post my public political opinion, because
I feel like everybody should.
I should, as someone who is white, I should be advocating for the people who are literally being hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people who I see not doing that, I'm just kind of like, now I'm not judging them, but I'm also like, you have this platform. And yes, people are hating on you. Yes, like you can get hate on the most random thing, but you have a chance here to push something that's right.
Yeah, and my biggest thing, like I'm very like not like trying to sound like very like pro America, but like I really do like the Free Speech Act because in our podcast I have like this explicit thing just to like let people know like, okay, this has this in it, or like adult content and stuff like that. But just to the fact that like we can express ourselves without having like a fucking missile like into like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, my mouth says a whole bunch of things that I probably shouldn't say. So
yeah, no, but like that's like I think that's so beautiful. Even though like there's some people on like the other spectrum of like I don't agree with, even though like there's times like they might piss me the fuck off what they say,
but they're able to.
But then I realize like that's the beautiful thing about it. It's like the fact that he can like start a podcast or whatever, even though like I don't agree with him, I think that person's a fucking idiot. Like no, that's
we all
dope.
have the same chance to say what we want to say.
I like there's a part of me that's like that's dope. Like all right.
Yeah, because we're on the creative end of it, though. I feel like a lot of people don't see that view of it because they're like, no, shut them up. But it's like the reason that you can even talk is the same reason they can talk.
Yeah.
Now, do I agree with them? No, fuck them. But like, it doesn't, in the end of the day, it's like this one, like whatever you're in, you just have to hope it gets out there more than whatever that is.
Exactly.
So it has nothing to do with who's talking. It's really who people hear.
Yeah, and then whoever's the most influential, because there was this really great movie, had a great fucking quote. It was like, basically, it was a fucking dark, crazy movie. I don't know what it was, but I think it's called Not Red. But it basically was about these like three girls, like they lived in this town, and basically it was kind of like The Purge. So basically like there was like this mass data breach or whatever. and everything got leaked. Everything got leaked. So like basically, the mom found out that like the dad was cheating on with the baby. All it's like everything got leaked.
All the secrets were out.
Everything was out to the world, and then people started like killing each other, or whatever. And basically, these like girls, whatever, they just got like they were like badasses. They got guns and shit, and it was a really dope movie. But one of the things that really like stuck out to me, she made a quote was like, I think it was like 50% of the world wants you to think a different way. This quote is like all fucked up. Basically, what she was trying to
He's gonna butcher.
Yeah, no, but basically, she was saying is like a lot. There's probably like I think it was like 20% of the world like knows what the fuck they know what they want. They know whatever. But then the rest are kind of like sheep. So, like,
they just follow the leader.
Yeah,
that's so real.
So it's like basically like there's a few people in this world that actually made up their minds and like this is what I'm gonna do, whatever. And then the other ones are just like the mass 90.
Oh, that sounds good. Let me follow along because they don't want to be in a no man's land where they're like, oh, I have no. And also, it's
the most it's so uncomfortable.
And they might not even agree with the person, but they like the person, so they're just following.
Yeah,
it's a pretty common effect.
And that's the thing that I'm kind of scared with like Trump, like because I was like shutting down individualism and like that shit is like really fucked up.
Having a convicted felon as
dude,
as
don't get me started.
Convicting people is crazy.
Like I mean, like I don't have like there's some aspects of Trump, like especially like I've been reading one of his books, like his books like he wrote when he was like 40, whatever.
He's just so ignorant.
Yeah, like how he became who he was like made a lot of sense. Like I kind of have like an empathy, like
you feel for him.
I feel like how he is who he is today because like he was out there like doing this shit. But like I don't know where I was going with that. But
he
like,
just shouldn't be in charge of all these things.
But like the thing is like so I was working at my old job. Like there was this dude that got a felony for basically when he was like 17 years old. I think he's like 30 something now. Mm-hmm. When he was like 17 years old, he got a felony for just resisting arrest, but he was like running away from the cops. He's 17.
He didn't like hit him.
And then so and then so they basically plus he's a black man. Mm-hmm. So they like
the odds are against him.
Yeah, so they basically said like he was resisting arrest, but he just ran away. But he's not a violent person. He's the nicest. He looks like a scary dude, but when you talk to this dude, the nicest dude.
They overreacted it.
And then so like that's on his like record, and he can't get a job because he's a felon. But the fact is how backwards. That's why like it's so backwards. Like the most important position in our nation, the dude has 36 felonies, and that's like it's like okay now like.
And it's not even like, oh, he does. Like,
no, yeah.
It's not even like, oh, he did this and we don't have proof. Nope, there's actual,
Yeah, no, so that's fucked up. It's like, how can he do that? And so that should just wake us all up and say like, hey, like, bro, like he has 36 felonies and like a person that just ran away from like the cop
can't even get a job.
Can't get it like any important jobs. He's looked at like a fucking crazy person, but there's a person like you know what I'm saying.
That's
like,
so unfair, and I think it's
very unfair.
It's Trump's
like,
privilege as well, though.
And I think like it just shows like how fucked up the system is.
It's about looks too,
like,
which. Don't get me started on that, but
bro, it's like how like, it's about the like it just shows like to me when he got in there, I'm like I hope people to see like how fucked up the system is because some people just like really live in this.
Well, now people are seeing what they voted for and what's happening and like the raids and everything. They're like, damn, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. You voted for him.
Yeah.
You didn't do it, maybe.
Yeah.
But like I've literally seen videos of people saying you're blaming us. We didn't do anything. That's not us doing it. You put the man in that position. Your vote mattered.
Yeah, no, I got bitched out one time. I didn't even vote because I was just so distraught between both of them. I thought the Democrats did a fucking awful job trying to get the men. They just kind of like X'd out. They X'd
it was
out
a
the
no
men.
win.
Yeah,
I mean, I love Kamala, but it was a no win.
Yeah, their campaign sucked. But no, it's all fucked up. But like it's like you know like what we do is just like
it's pretty corrupt.
It's like entertainment, but like it's like that shit like that affects people's lives, you know. And plus I think like well, going back to like what I was trying to say, it was like my friends like they were like kind of bitching me out and stuff, and I was like because I was struggling for money. Like I mean I have like I make money and stuff, but it's just going out to like different things, and
it's
I'm taking care of myself.
You're making it and then you're giving it out to your bills.
I'm 28 and this shit's hard. Like, but But I was like thinking, like, okay, well, he's a businessman. Maybe he can turn this around and I can make money and be in a good spot. I was thinking about money. I wasn't thinking about anything else because I was like in a desperate state. And I think a lot of Americans were in that desperate, like, maybe this dude can help me get some fucking money. Yeah. Like, they didn't give a fuck about, like, because I didn't. Because, like, if you're, like,
it depends what position you're in. And I feel like it depends where your head's at, how you feel about it, how you view it, what you've seen on it. I think me, like, personally, like, being gay, being a woman, there was nothing that was going to get me to vote for him. There was not even money. Yeah. I mean, it's just because of where I was at, though. I mean, I had the privilege to make that decision. Yeah. It wasn't like a life or death thing for me.
Yeah, I felt like I was like, in like, I'm trying to survive and I don't know what
flight or fight mode.
Yeah. And then like, and I feel like a lot of Americans are in that like mode because it's like, oh, I just made that dumb decision.
Like, but regularly, would they have done that?
Yeah,
probably not.
Yeah, like because like if I guarantee if I had like what 20 grand in the bank account and I'm like sitting okay, like I probably would have thought it out a little bit more, but like
and also what people say during these, their whatever, what they say sounds good, but it's not true. Yeah, and so it's like, damn, like, let me lean this way because he just said that about this and the economy and whatever. Yeah. But honestly, like, you can't believe it.
And too, like, I talked about it, like, in my beginning podcast, but I didn't express it very well. But, like, I think a lot of people don't know how to actually properly do their research. Like, properly,
it's
like,
all ignorant.
Yeah, it's like even a lot of
I'm ignorant, you're like we're all ignorant.
Yeah, and like one of the things, like when people talk shit about college or whatever, like I understand, like, but me, I was always like a learner, like I was like in special ed and stuff.
I hate learning.
Yeah, no, but like
but I do it.
I started loving learning, and I actually love school. Like, you can talk to all my teachers, like I was a really good student. And
can't relate. I just I have ADHD.
But there was like this class I took because I wrote about the Black Lives rally movement and stuff like that, but like just the extent to get an A, like the research you really had to put in. You can get away with a C and be like really biased and stuff like that, but like to actually go to a different side, research who wrote that article
to fully understand,
to see their credit, because no one really has the fucking time to do that shit. And I was like, bro, if you really want to know something, you have to like read those articles. Okay, that article sounds pretty good or whatever. Like,
make sure the person's valid that's writing it.
Yeah, that's why like I love academia, because that's like I can like say something really like from the heart or like very just powerful. It might not even be facts, but it just sounds good. But people
will fall for it and they don't even know what you do or where you got that.
The fact that there's people that actually like are dedicated to the truth, and the truth means like like people think like truth means like, oh, it's because it makes me feel good. The truth is like
facts.
It's like facts, and it doesn't make you feel good about your opinion. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just and some people can't sit with that.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's times like I thought like there was like a thing and I was like really like biased towards the thing, and then I actually got the facts and I'm like, damn.
But it's funny because
like, it doesn't feel good. It does like the truth does not feel good because
that's why people don't want to know that. Yeah, I think also like some people's opinions, they do sound good, they sound great. Yeah. But then are you gonna take the second to see if it's actually real?
No, and this kind of scared me. Like, it opened up my eyes so much to like not just politics, but just like the world and stuff like that. One of my teachers at Fair State, we were doing like a speech class, and then she's like, no, you can just literally go up there and just like lie about all of your information. It's like, if it sounds good, no one's gonna question you. And then that's so true. That's literally
I love that.
And then like she's just straight up said that to the class. It's like, no one's gonna question you. No one's gonna call you out. Like, that's bullshit, because like, you know, like if you make it sound good, and I'm like, that's literally the whole media. It's like people are like, oh, that guy really moved me. Like, yeah, I can.
He probably bullshitted
I can literally like make up a whole ass story that's not even true and make you really just, because like that's this creative part of me. Like, I can really make you
can manipulate the story and not manipulate in a negative way, but manipulate in any way you want, because you can. It's your words. It's, and whatever they believe, but it's also whatever they hear from what you're saying. Shit. They don't need to back it up. They heard it. They said he said it. It must be true.
It must be true. But it's like your research, bro. Like, because most of these research, bro, it's gonna take like a long time. It's gonna take like hours.
I hate research. I hate school. I hate learning. I hate it.
Yeah, but it's like that's like one of those things that I feel like if you really want to get down to the truth, you really have to learn. Like,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I definitely think like a part of my maturing is going to have to be kind of like locking in on some
locking
things.
out,
But
yeah.
as far as like awareness of like the world, I'm pretty good at that. I definitely like have my moments where I spend like in a deep dive of like learning about things. But honestly, it's because I'm so interested in what's going on, but I'm not interested in like textbooks.
Yeah, no, I know. They make it that shit so boring. They're tough reads. Fuck
all that.
Like when I was like learning, especially about like some of my I wouldn't say mental health issues because like people would like take that like babying, but like just some things that was going on in my brain and stuff like that.
Hey,
and
I got depression, anxiety, ADHD. I got all that.
Yeah, and then I had to read things that were like actually like clinically, like I had to do my research. So it was like on top of like doing music and stuff like that. Like my therapist was like, whatever you put in, that's what you could get out. And then I like was putting in work because like I was like reading the books that he had to read through like school. And then like finding like doing all that stuff, and then he was like really impressed because like I'm actually having an educated conversation because like, oh, so what about this thing right here and like stuff like that. And but it's just it's a lot
what
of
you
work.
make it.
It's a lot of work.
What you put in.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Like I'm glad because like my brain now is like used to it.
But it's also for that creativity stuff that we do. You literally get out of it what you put in. It's the same concept. Whatever time and energy you put in the beginning, maybe you don't get out of it right away, but as time goes on, everything you put in, it will come back out.
Yeah.
It might, like this podcast, it might take a little bit for it to go viral, but eventually it will.
Oh, I think, this is like one of a great podcasts.
Well, then I'm going to share on everything.
Yeah, no, I will tag you in.
I need to follow you. I didn't even know you did it on like Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify. I want to get to Apple Music and stuff like that, but right now I just kind of not been consistent enough.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay to have
I'm trying.
This one will get you back on the market.
Yeah, I think, the last couple ones were like really great. So like this is amazing.
And this is the best one.
This is the best one. But yeah, do you have anything else to talk about, or like you want to wrap it up? You got anything else on your mind?
I think we hit everything.
I think we did too.
I think we hit like everything. Maybe extra. I think.
Yeah, I think we went. Yeah, I thought it was a really good podcast.
No, I think I'm excited.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I would definitely love to have you back on the show anytime.
Oh my God, Abby and I on this together would be so funny.
Yeah, that shit would be really amazing. But yeah, no, anything you want to say? Your social and everything.
My social is just my name, Josie Crocker, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. I follow back sometimes.
Sometimes. She's a busy woman.
But I post a lot, so I'm active. At least
that's true.
I post every day, so yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. All right. See you guys.
Bye.